Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over my stock picks for the week of November 8th through the 12th. Before we do, just to reiterate, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit that notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. So other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. All right, guys, so before getting into my picks for this week, we're going to talk about a recap of last week. My picks were GNOG or Draftkings based on the earnings report that came out on Friday, SASOL, which is ticker symbol SSL, and then DWAC as well. I also had on the watch list of Prague and Shiba Inu. Guys, I'm looking at Draftkings. We actually were down for the week. I was kind of surprised that we didn't move up on Friday, but we went from $46 all the way to $49. So if you got in there and wrote it there, you could have made a little bit of quick scalp. But other than that, it just kept kind of falling down and down and down. And at these levels, in my opinion, it's actually a really good buy. SASOL was actually up about 2% for the week. It fell as low as 1662, hit a high of 1755, and then fell down again, but slowly started creeping and making its way back up. And then DWAC, we talked about, it was a potential a decent swing. It fell as low as 55 and then got as high as 67 before almost basically finishing exactly where it started for the week. And Shiba Inu still hovering around that 405 mark. So I think that we're going to stay there. Maybe that might be our bottom to start consolidating at before starting to kind of take off and moving later in December and then into 2022. So it's something to keep an eye on. All right, guys, my picks for this week are Tesla or FNGU. Tesla, I'm picking them because Elon Musk made a tweet talking about, I think he had like a poll or a question out asking if he should sell, I think 10% or 20% of his current holding into the company. Okay, so that may freak out investors, have people start dumping it, and get a pretty big drop in the price before heading back up. Nothing wrong with the company at all. It's just, how he does. He comes out on Twitter, says something, he can influence the price in a positive or a negative way. So for those of you who cannot afford to get into Tesla, FNGU is the one that tracks the major tech plays, and Tesla is actually inside of this ETN here, and it's a 3 times leverage ETN. So when it moves down, it moves very aggressively, but it also moves aggressively back to the upside once those stocks that are inside of it recover. Okay. UVXY, which is an ETF that goes against the market, and the market right now is super overextended, and I am expecting a pullback, and not sure exactly how much of an aggressive pullback we'll get, but whenever the market does decide to pull back, this thing here will pop up, and then once it gets to overvalued, you want to sell it because it does decay over time. Okay, and then triple Qs, once the market does get into undervalued status, and this is something to go and pop in because this is kind of a safer bet on a recovery, and you can go and make several percent off of it on a swing play. Every time the market dips, this will create a good buying opportunity, and then every time the market recovers as a whole, this will start rolling up as well. On the watch list, guys, is Golden Nugget and Draftkings. Like I said, I was expecting it to move higher into last week. However, we did not get that pop that we talked about. So these are both pretty close to undervalued territory, and I think both of them should start moving up. Draftkings should probably start moving up, hopefully closer to that $50 mark, which would pull Golden Nugget back up to about $17 to $18. ZNOG is one just to kind of keep an eye on because there's a lot of drama surrounding this stock we've talked about. I am still waiting on the Ministry of Energy from Israel to get back with me on, are they allowing them to continue to drill, or they're making them take their rig down before December 2nd. So we haven't got confirmation on that. It's kind of getting mixed messages of what the Ministry of Energy told me is that their extension is up on the 2nd, or their license is up on the 2nd of December, and they haven't applied for one. However, Zion Oil and Gas is telling me that they've been in constant communications with the Ministry of Israel, and typically these things are done kind of last minute. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. And then ILUS, guys, I would keep an eye on this one. This one's been having some positive momentum to the upside, so it'll be interesting to see if we can continue that movement up and continue to grow and move higher. So, all right, guys. So that's my picks and my watch list. Let's take a look at the charts and let's see what they are telling us. All right, guys. So taking a look at Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, as you see, had a massive run up all the way up to 1,250 bucks. Super overextended right here. So do expect a pullback regardless, but especially after the tweet from Elon Musk, you can kind of pay attention to this $1,082.32 support level, and if we can for sure bounce off of that, then we should be fine. Well above the SMA line, which is basically 887. I don't see it falling all the way down there, but you never know. It could get as low as $1,000, maybe back into the 900s if we have an aggressive sell-off, and in that case would be super undervalued and create a decent buying opportunity for those of you who want to get in. But you want to make sure that you see signs of a recovery before getting in there, okay? And then you see here FNGU had a big run up as well, and then we'll redraw the fib level for that and take a look and see where the new support and resistance levels are. So we got as high as $50.20. So we're pulling back currently now, and I expect us to pull back further, maybe into the 40s, $44, maybe below that before making a move back up to the upside. But again, if the market pulls back, then that means probably all the tech plays are pulling back, and that means this is going to fall back down as well. But as long as we stay above $40 and hold, we're in good shape to make a pretty decent recovery. So you want to kind of keep an eye on these here. So these two plays that I'm talking about, both of them are crossing over from bullish to bearish, which means they have some potential for more downside. So if you're going to do a swing play on them or an entry, you can wait a little while because you can get in for a cheaper price and then maximize your profits that way. Okay. Next up, we're going to look at UVXY, which is, as you see, it already kind of started its little move to the upside. So it's something to be a little bit more cautious of. But we'll take a look at the S&P 500 also, but this is at the very bottom of the fib level, and it'll continue to do that because it constantly decays over time. But we did currently cross over from bearish to bullish, probably going to fall back down again to the 1426 level, and then when the market decides to pull back, this will probably shoot up to like the $18-19 level in my opinion. As you look here, the S&P 500, we're super overextended, and every time we do that, you see what happens. We fall back down, and we either test or get too undervalued. So I'm expecting to do that as well. We're going to fall down probably closer to maybe that $4,600 level or below before making our move back towards the upside. Okay, and then triple Qs, we talked about this one earlier in the in our picks, and this one here, as you see, I haven't looked at this one in quite a while because the fib level is not updated either. We're going to draw this out. You see 499. 1 second. Pretty close. Okay. So this one here again overextended. It's going to fall back down, guys. We are crossing over from bullish to bearish, and it's going to fall down and potentially test that 390 to 385 level. It can go as low as 378, but if it holds there, that's a good sign for us moving forward. But whenever it gets to probably that 398, probably around this 380 level, if it gets that low again, then you're going to be really either close to or at undervalued status, and then that would be your time to get in, ride it back up, and when it hits this red right here on the RSI, that's whenever you sell if you're looking to do a swing play. And then whenever it gets into this blue, as you see here, that's whenever you like to buy if you're averaging down for a longer term position or doing a swing play or a scalp or something like that. Okay, and we're going to look at Draftkings again for our watch list. As you see, we fell all the way down, guys, to 39.78, and we bounced right back up to about $43. Okay, so people looked at this price and they're like, holy cow, that's a great deal, so they bought up, and we're trying to slowly reverse. I think we'll easily get above that $47, $48 level, but overall we need to get to about $50 and hold in order for us to confirm a longer term major reversal back to the upside. As you see here, we had such a massive move and we just got beat down afterwards, and we keep falling, and it just kind of blows my mind that we fell all the way this low. But I do see a recovery probably starting to kind of happen this week. As long as we can get to about that $50 level and hold, I'll feel pretty good moving forward. And then Zion Oil and Gas, I told you to kind of keep an eye on that one. So you see our little ski slope continues, and for some reason I have no idea, but we got as high as about 15 cents for the day. One day last week, I don't know why, it just popped up and then came right back down, bounces off support. We may go a little bit higher, but overall I think we're going to come right back down and probably test that 10.5 cent mark if they don't tell us anything this week about what's going on with the company. And then we can potentially see lower prices. I'm not 100% sure, but if they would come out with any type of positive update, it's going to start sending us back close to that 20 cent mark. But it has to be something relevant. Can't be a prayer. Has to be something about the company, the future of the company, maybe the license extension, the target depth, something that is actually worthwhile for investors to come and start buying back into this thing. So I have to just kind of keep an eye on that. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Make sure that you like the video if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and also hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Also, comment below on your picks for the week. Also, my picks. Give me your opinions. And then also, if there's anything that you would like for me to cover, any type of stock you want to talk about, or anything financially relevant for the channel, we do take requests as well. So other than that, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.